Okay, today we're going to create a book snap using the Chrome browser. And to do this, we're going to need to do a couple of things ahead of time. First and foremost, we're going to download the Bitmoji extension, which I've previously done. You can see that there in my toolbar. The other thing is I will have taken my picture. I'm currently on a Mac and I used Photo Booth to take my picture, which then saved it into iPhoto, and I then exported it to the desktop. If I were using a Chromebook, I would have used the built-in webcam and then saved it to Google Drive. So I have Bitmoji in place and I have my image already saved. I'm going to then come into Google Drive, click on the New button, and from here go down to More, and I'm going to choose Google Drawings. And it pulls up a blank canvas. From here I'm going to go to the Insert menu, select Image, and again I'm going to go to the desktop because that's where I have my image saved, and say Open. Once it loads, I'm going to position it in the upper left hand corner because I'm going to resize my canvas. I'm going to click on the canvas down in the lower right corner here, and I'm going to drag it up so that it hugs my page of text. Okay, so when I was reading this page, the portion that captured my attention was this: remove fear of failure, promote risk-taking, and empower others. So I want to make my thinking visible by coming down to the scribble line tool, and I'm going to draw a circle or an oval around that text. I want to make it more visible by making that line wider, so I'm going to come up to the line width and choose a wider line, and make it even more visible by selecting red. The other thing that I want to do to show my thinking is I want to add some text. So I'm going to click on the text box, come down here and drag a text box across the page. And as I was reading that, what came to mind was to build relationships and lead by example. All right, so I've typed what I was thinking, but it's not very visible. So what I'm going to do is click on that text box just to make sure, and come to the fill, and I'm going to choose black. You could choose any color that you like, but now my text is not visible, so I'm going to highlight that text and come up here to the text color, and I'm going to choose white. And again, you could choose any colors you want, but that's what I'm going to choose. So I've circled the portion that really spoke to me. I've typed my thinking at that time, but I want to make it even a little more fun, a little more visible. So I'm going to come up here to the Bitmoji extension, and when I was reading it, I thought to myself, yes. So I'm going to type in yes and see what we've got. Oh, I'm going to use this Bitmoji here, so I'm going to do a right click or a control click, choose copy image. I'm going to come back to my canvas, my image, and I'm going to do a Command V to paste it. And I'm going to resize it a little bit. And you can position it anywhere. You can sit it on top of your text if you'd like, or you could put it above what you've circled, which is what I want to do. So I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller because I just want to emphasize that this was indeed the portion that I was intrigued by. So I've got my Bitmoji in place, I've got my text in place, and I've circled the portion that caused me to reflect. I'm going to now go up to the File menu, Download As, and I'm going to save it as a JPEG image. Once it downloads, your book snap is complete.